at an increased, probability of extreme violence. Just making sure that the person you're speaking to is loving you for who you are and trust you, and you're able to trust them with the information, and they're able to go forward to assist you in transitioning out of that abusive relationship. Because as survivors, we definitely have to hide our hand. Period. Like poker, we have to have poker faces on in order to survive, in order to transition. Because when they see our hand, they will try to eliminate more things. For example, already being isolated with the coronavirus, and you have your phone. Oh, somebody comes back with that information. There's your phone go. And you know what? We're going to go further than that. I'm going to take your computer so you can't email anyone. Oh, you used to walk the dog. Still, even though it was you had the coronavirus, they won't let you do that. Go on a quick run to the store. They won't let you do that. You used to order the food, okay, over the phone or whatever. They won't let you do that because they don't trust you. You used to move around the house. You can't move around the house anymore. You have to be at a certain place in the house. They will increase the restrictions in order to maintain that control. That's why I say it's so important for us to hide our hands during a situation. Don't say, oh, I'm leaving you. Because again, you don't want explosions. You work in silence. Because you don't want to increase violence, especially when you're not able to go to work or able to take your child to school or able to go out and do what you traditionally do. Not a good plan. So, you guys, I just wanted to have this podcast today, this episode, because it was long overdue. But to always, some things I want you to take away is to always be a mandated reporter for anything that you hear that is out of the ordinary, or anything you see is out of the ordinary, because you can save a life. Be a mandated reporter, which should be, again, everyone across the world. Those that are in abusive relationships, definitely be smart. And when you contact people, make sure they are people that you can trust and will not go back to the abuser, and let them know your plan. Because unfortunately, there are people that are in the circle and their loyalties lie with the abuser, or they may mean well, quotations, and they're like, oh, you guys should work it out. I just think it's a misunderstanding. So I'm going to contact him or her abuser, and I'm just going to let them know what's going on because I just think you're taking it the wrong way. And then there you go. So that's why I'm saying it's so important for you guys to make sure that when you're doing this, you're going with a very trusted individual through this process, especially during a quarantine situation. Reach out in a safe place whenever you can. If there is an opportunity to do anything, please make sure that you are doing it safely. Say, for example, you're speaking to your sister, your brother regarding it, and then you say, when I hang up, don't call me back. And I mean it, because that means the abuser walked in the house. Do not call back. You have to make sure they know not to call you back. It's certain things that they have to know. You know what I mean? And so just be very safe. And I pray for you guys, and I pray for the children and the men and the women that are currently experiencing abuse. You are loved. And again, make sure that during your transition to freedom, that you are definitely doing it safely, and do not alert an abuser that you're leaving. That will turn into a very scary situation very quick. Well, I love you guys.
Thanks for joining us this week on Abuse Exposed. Make sure to subscribe to our show in Apple Podcasts and other social media platforms at Abuse Exposed so you never miss a show. While you're at it, if you found value in this show, we'd appreciate a rating on Apple Podcasts. Or if you'd simply tell a friend about the show, that would help us out too. Thanks for being a part of the community.